Hey guys, today I wanted to show you how to make a crosshair with offset. There's quite a lot of resources on how you make a crosshair which is perfectly centered, but making one which has offset is a bit tricky, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna use a third-person template for it. Now, let's say we'll have a widget blueprint, call it HUD, and in here we'll have an image which will serve as a crosshair. Now, you will forgive me, but I will not even use a picture for it. I don't think it's necessary. We will anchor it to the center and position it right in the middle. Now we need to align it like this, so it's perfectly centered. Now let's change the size, say 10 by 10, and there we go. We have placeholder for a crosshair. Now we're gonna go into our character and let's say begin play. Let's create our widget and add it to the viewport. So now when I play, I'll have this crosshair. Now let's take it and move it a little bit. Let's say something like this. And let's change the color so it's easier to see. And now we have this crosshair. Let's move it even further, something like this. Okay. Now we want to be able to point at objects with this widget. So to do this, let's go back here and let's add some text. And this is going to be target object. Now let's go to the graph, and now we want to be able to trace from the position of this crosshair. The way we're doing this is by get cached geometry. Okay. Now we need to do local to viewport, and the result we're gonna use for our trace. This is crosshair position. Now let's trace. To find the beginning point, we'll use convert screen location to world space. Okay, so this actually takes a coordinate on the screen and returns the world location and direction. So we feed it the coordinates. And this is our starting point. Now the direction, multiply this by some number, let's say 1000. This is going to be our scan range. And now we add this to the beginning of the trace, and this is our endpoint. Okay, now we want this every tick. And okay, now let's say branch, target object, set text, and set text. Get display name. Sorry. Oh, almost forgot. Break hit result. Hit actor. Get display name. So if we hit something with our trace, we're gonna display its name, and if not, no, what is this? That should be okay. What's wrong? Set text. No. There we go. I don't know why it didn't work. Set text. Okay, this is going to be no target. There we go. So if we hit anything, we display its name. If none, there's no target. File. It's not working. Target. We need a player controller, so we could go the other way, but it doesn't really matter in this case. Okay. So now we have no target, and when I point at things, we get the name, but there's still a problem because if you pay attention, the crosshair is actually reacting with the left top corner and not with the middle. So to fix that, we need to tell him to consider the alignment. So to do this, we go back to our graph and we need to fix this part. Okay, so let's change this to crosshair center position. Now we need to get as canvas slot as can. Now with this thing, we want to get its alignment and its size. Now we multiply these things. Sorry. And we feed this into our coordinate. Okay, compile. So now if I run this, now when I point it at objects, it will be perfectly in the center. And I can go ahead and play with this thing now. Like, I can change the size to be anything I want. I can place it somewhere else. And course change the picture and it will still work. So there you have it. Hope it helps. Have a nice day. Bye bye.